What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Just wanted to go ahead and make a little quick video. I have it's a longer video that's coming out next week. But I decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna throw in a little short one because there was something I was talking about in the main video. I kind of wanted to do like a little side. It was just like a side topic. So I said, yo, you know what? Fuck it. Let me go ahead and just come out with it now. Then the main video gonna come out next week or whenever. But by next week, I would say maybe Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest. So I'll probably get this. So today is Wednesday, so I'll probably get this up either tomorrow or Friday. So but pretty much what I was talking about. Gaming now versus gaming back, let's say in the late 1990s, early 2000 era. Let's just say pre-multiplayer, pre-internet era, where online gaming was a thing. I'm not gonna go ahead and bring up too many topics that I talked about in my main video, but just to sum it up, I guess nowadays companies are able to go ahead and make a game. It doesn't necessarily have to be complete. They may have some bugs, some exploits in there, and they're okay with pushing it out as long as it's doing its job. And they'll come out with a day one patch, or like patches every week or every other week or whatever. So they don't feel pressured to get a game complete all the way, I guess you could say. And that's kind of what I hate about gaming in this generation, because I remember back in the day, my first console I got was a Dreamcast. And all it was is either you play by yourself or you got another controller, or other three. It was usually only me and another friend. We would do split screen, or if it was a fighting game, you fight. I remember my favorite game on Dreamcast was Power Stone. So it was just you and your game, and if you had a buddy come over, split screen, or it's fighting game, you're both on the screen or whatever, and the game was complete. It didn't have any issues as far as what I can remember. If there was like a glitch or something, it was probably minor. It wasn't game breaking. And even back in the day, most games didn't have too many game breaking glitches. There may be a few exceptions where some people just exploited some things and broke the game on purpose because they wanted to. But for the most part, most games, they came out, they were done. That was the final product. And all the content was on there. There was no such thing as a pre-order bonus, or content you had to unlock by purchasing a DLC. It was all there, and the only way to unlock that extra content was to beat the game, or after you beat it, maybe you beat it on harder difficulty. Maybe you would collect maybe a certain number of items throughout the game. You get like, I don't know, but I'm just giving examples of like how you would unlock this extra content by actually putting in the effort to do so, rather than just buying it and it just pops up in your freaking game. And I know y'all gonna say some shit about what I'm about to say. Call of Duty. Yes, I'm bringing up Call of Duty again because I freaking hate the game now. So I don't give a shit if you don't like me talking about Call of Duty, okay? So freaking Call of Duty. I've been playing this shit since the first one came out, PS2. And at the time, obviously, multiplayer wasn't around. It was just you and your game. It was a single player game. Play the story, beat the shit. And at the time, in my opinion, other people can disagree or agree, whatever. Back in the day, I feel like before multiplayer became a huge deal, companies actually had to put effort into their stories. So you play a game, only thing you got is that story. So if the story is good enough, somebody's gonna pay that full price for it and keep playing it over and over again. There's been countless number of times when there are some games that I could just keep going back to just because the story is awesome. Matter of fact, one of my favorite games ever, PS2 era, Shadow of the Colossus. One of my favorite games. No multiplayer, just straight story. simple plot. You know, I played that game probably more than 20 or so times, you know. And even today, like, if they were to come out with a remaster, because they did come out with a remaster on PS3, I bought it and I played it. Now, if they were to come out with a remaster on PS4, I'll probably still buy it too, or download it, or whatever you need to do. Because, you know, that game has so much replayability. It's just like the story was just that good. Like, I can keep coming back to it and I'll never get tired of it. Nowadays, it's all about multiplayer. And it's very rare that you see a game that puts a lot of effort into the story. I can't speak on behalf of Xbox side, but on PlayStation side, I feel like Naughty Dog is probably the best company out there that does a great job with you know, how they deal with their stories and stuff. So freaking going all the way back to like, if you want to say like the games of like Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if you want to consider that story game. It's just like I wouldn't call it it was like a platformer. There we go. It was a platformer game, but you know, from that and then moving on up to the current generation, the Uncharted series. You know, it's starting to get a little overhyped. You know, Uncharted 4 is supposed to be dropping next year, 2016. Hoping they don't mess it up. The Last of Us, love that game. I don't know if they're coming out with a sequel. I heard rumors. You know, Naughty Dog overall, their main focus was on the story. And, you know, with them, I feel like I can come back to the story. Nowadays, like I said, most companies, they're focusing more on multiplayer. It's all about getting that game out, getting it out fast, competing with the other people. Like, if you want to go ahead and compare Call of Duty and Battlefield, like both of them are kind of in competition with each other. Excuse me, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Battlefield 4, they rushed that to come out faster because they wanted to compete with Call of Duty at the time. So when that came out, I heard it was terrible. Like, the release was terrible. And they were able to patch it up. But, you know, I guess some companies, they take advantage of the fact that the internet exists. You can fix things through a patch. They don't have to put in all the effort to make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. When they can go ahead and release it, they may know that there's an issue, but they choose to go ahead and release the game anyway. But, you know, this is me, I guess, comparing the two eras of, you know, I might as well just say early 2000s up until now. You know, 15 years of you know, all kinds of changes. And it's just amazing how we went from an era where freaking internet was... shit, who remembered that? Who remembers dial-up? You like, remember you couldn't be on the phone and at the on the internet at the same time. It's like, if you're on the internet, your mom go ahead and say, "Yo, oh, get off the internet. I'm expecting the call." You gotta get off the internet. Freaking dial-up, man. We've come a long way. But no, I guess I just wanted to get this little short video. Yes, this is a short video. You know, my videos are usually longer. But you know, I just wanted to go ahead and compare those two, you know, gaming now versus back in the day. Like I said, nowadays, you know, something's not working, just patch it up. So it's like, well, if I can patch it later, might as well just go get it out and get more money. And like I said, I don't want to get too much into my main topic, but, you know, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of reminisce on how things used to be back in the day versus now. So you can agree or disagree. No, it's up to you, but I'm out. Just want to do the short video. See you guys next time.